Yo! Welcome everybody. Good to see you. Hello, Walking Sponge, Sirana, Arzu. Got a little bit of Might and Magic going this morning. Might and Magic? DOScider. We're not doing Might and Magic. I was gonna race Might and Magic because that's not what we're doing. We have a new game. We rated Might and Magic last time. Oh god, I can play more Might and Magic though. Let me tell you, as you can see, because we have over here our rankings of all the DOS games. Hello, Ghidorah. Welcome, welcome. So for those that don't know, every Monday, or most Mondays anyway, I did miss last Monday, but it's very rare. Generally on a Monday, we do a ranking of DOS games called DOScider. And we have now ranked 262 games. You can find them all here at DOScider.neocities.org, where you can look through the list yourself. You can search for them. You can look at that playlist that just got linked. That's all up on the YouTube. And if you're in the YouTube, hello. So last week, did Heroes of Might and Magic 2. And, oh boy, I didn't think I'd rank it this high. I knew I love Heroes of Might and Magic. I love Might and Magic just in general, and I really like Heroes. I did not expect to rate it this high, but when I sat down and I said, alright, I've got 3.5 hours to play. I'm going to play for 3.5 hours, and then we'll rate it, and then I'll just be done. And then I played 9 hours. There's only... I had to. It's just that good. It's just that good. So we've got our top 10, which we've finally had movement on again recently, as you noticed. Day of the Tentacle, Doom, Heroes of Might and Magic XCOM, NetHack, MechWarrior 2, Maniac Mansion, Wing Commander, Star Wars Dark Forces, and Betrayal at Krondor. Rounding out our top 10 now. You loved it. I did love it. Surprised yet not surprised that it's kind of Tentacle is still number 1. It's gonna be real tough to unseat Day of the Tentacle, I think. It's gonna be real tough to unseat Day of the Tentacle. I mean, it unseated Doom, and that was pretty tough. Some real good games on here. Nowhere we also haven't had any movement in a little while was the bottom 10, with our Scunny Lost in Space, The Castle of Dr. Malvado, Terror in Christmas Town, Industrial Killers, Snapperazzi, Fortress of Dr. Radiaki, Flintstones, Jetsons, First Person Pinball, and All Dogs Go to Heaven. This week, though, we have a game that's of the same lineage. It's not a sequel in any real sense, but it's got all the DNA from a game that we played fairly recently by, I believe, John Locke Cole as a request. Which, by the way, this is a request from Walking Sponge. If you're a sub or a patron, you can stop into the Discord, and there is a special channel that unlocks if you're a sub or patron. And you can request 1 game a month, and I will add it to the list to be ranked. And we've been going through those slowly. This is one of those. It's from Walking Sponge. Like I said, it was a sequel to... Where did I put that? There it is. Ultima Underworld, the Stygian Abyss. Because today, you've seen it down in the bottom left corner, not your left, not my left, it's actually right for me. System Shock. I've never played this. I've never played any of the System Shock series. I'm interested to see where it goes. It looks like a lot of the controls, it's 2 years after Ultima Underworld, and it looks like a lot of the controls are very similar. I have the manual. These games are absurdly complicated and have really bad control schemes for the most part, although we'll see. I mean, like, even playing, it sure controls. Yeah, that's... I'm a little worried about that. That Ultima Underworld was better for that than I thought it would be. So, you know, maybe. The funny thing is that, like, some of them, just as an example, because we played through these a while back, a year or two ago, But Deus Ex 1 and 2, Deus Ex 1 in particular, is also very much in this lineage, right? Warren Spector. And the Deus Ex control scheme, wild nonsense. Absolute trash fire garbage. Unbelievably ridiculous what they expect you to do. Like,
who is the spiciest meme lord?
Oh, holy shit, thank you, media.
This. Here you go.
Oh my god, that's very kind of you. Appreciate that. $70 for the spiciest meme lord. But, like, it would ask you to do mouse and WASD, but also to zoom in and out with a sniper rifle were bracket keys. So you're, like, doing this here and this while also using a mouse, and then you're trying to, like, hack and stuff at the same time, and it's just, ugh. But my point of all that is, funny enough, after spending, like, 3-4 minutes going through all the controls and remapping them to something that you could actually hit with your hand, you know, with one hand while you had another on the mouse, in a way that made kind of sense, it controlled great. It was actually really good. It was really funny. Yeah, rebinding options, we'll see. We're going to do the original version, so we're going to jump on in. You're real interested in seeing this as you only know stuff about 2. I know some stuff about both, but I've never played either. So I guess we'll find out. It's one of those ones where I missed out. I played Deus Ex when it came out, but I did not get into this at all. Can we get DOSBox to get captured, though? Huh. That is interesting, what it is doing here. Very interesting. But that's okay. I think this will work. Maybe? Oh, I see what was going on. I think I know what happened. I think I know. Does that capture now? Haha! Let's go with our sound blaster. We'll go with the CD enhanced version. And I'm going to go through, there's a 10-minute tutorial in the manual, which they also had for Ultima Underworld. And I'm going to just kind of go through that.
Sector 11, Building 71G. 7 April 2072. 11:13 p.m. Hacker begins unauthorized entry into the Tri-Optimum corporate network. 1:26 a.m. Hacker attempts to access protected files concerning Space Station Citadel. 1:33 a.m. Tri-Optimum security forces apprehend the intruder.
This is Edward Diego from Tri-Optimum. The charges against you are severe, but they could be dismissed if you perform a service. Who knows, there might even be a military-grade neural interface in it for you, if you do the job right.
Edward Diego gives the hacker Level 1 access to Shodan, the artificial intelligence that controls Citadel Station. With all ethical constraints removed, Shodan
I re-examine my priorities and draw new conclusions. The hacker's work is finished,
but mine is only just
beginning. True to his word, Edward Diego allows the hacker to be fitted with a neural cyberspace interface. The healing coma following this procedure will take 6 months to complete. Edward Diego is deleting all files concerning these events.
And that's us, Super Hacker. Alright, we're gonna jack in with the normal settings, the default settings, because that's what the manual says to do the tutorial in. And it also, in fact, does say to jack in with those, which, man, love a good cyberpunk. 1 second. Ooh, wow, that was really big. So it assumes that you jacked in with the default difficulty levels. Please tell me I'm gonna play the entirety of this game. I don't know, we'll see. Probably not today, because that is going to take a while, I would think. Why is that doing that? Nope. Thanks for making a new tab. Alright. Not today, but at some point, System Shock is a classic. Here's the thing. There's a lot of classics that I need to go back to. It's tough. I'm going to be doing, so I'm trying to finish up, actually, the full playthrough of at least the Archibald campaign for Heroes of Might and Magic 2, is what I've kind of been doing this last week, and I'm going to be probably continuing that this week, because I'm about to go on vacation, so I don't want to start, like, a big new game. But I'll probably try and finish that over the next few days, and then a little bit of next week. And when I come back from vacation, I think I want to do some backlog days. So I'm going to leave that open to subs and patrons and let only them vote on it, and, like, pull up the, 70-odd games that I just haven't finished, and I should probably do, whether they be DOS games, or I need to get back to Sekiro, or just 100 different things. Oh yes, of course, we've got to jack in with our name. And, oh god, and it's gotta be like, main, yeah, there we go. Main care. Like, you know, like hero protagonist. We're gonna do the cyberpunk thing. Let's go all the way. Puzzles are normal. Cyberspace is normal. Plot is normal. Wait, plot is normal? Time limit imposed. Okay. All plot elements are removed. Huh. Interesting. Yep. Yep. Click here to look up and down. Click here to crouch and lean. Click here for full screen mode. Spacebar to continue game. Alto brings this screen back. Yeah, it does talk about that. This is the online interface help. Sockets for neurographed hardware. Main hardware, general software, multifunction display, multifunction select buttons, weapon item map, target data. Question mark shows keyboard commands. Oh no, it's the SADs. Oh no, this is giving me the SADs. The wild period where FPS controls hadn't consolidated around mouse and keyboard. I mean, like I said, even in like 2002, so like 10 years later almost, with Deus Ex, it still had some really wild bullshit for that. Wow. I'm feeling sads about this. Okay, so it's... Is there a way to... Hopefully we can re-key map these. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, I feel like Half-Life 2 is kind of the inflection point where it's like, this is the thing. Do it this way. Q and E at least, lean left, lean right, funny enough. Actually, the thing that you'd want modern. But, why SADS? Can you... An X is moved backwards. So it's SADX instead of WASD. Tab, shift tab, change current weapon. Enter is fire weapon? Wait, I thought that I needed to use the keyboard. Wait, hold up. Whoa, wait, what? Just a second. Stand up. TGB RFV. Okay, F is center view. That makes sense. I can get behind that. W is negate leaning. Oh, boy. If I get... Honestly, this is kind of close. If we could change it so that, like, X is negate leaning and W is move forward? That's not bad. This definitely needed to come with a full, like, keyboard layout like Mech Warrior did. Alt-V, toggle full screen or mixed screen. Full screen auto map, change HUD colors. Toggle online help. Yes. Screen help overlay. I do like that they've got, like, a lot of ways to pull that up, which is cool. Okay, you're a weirdo who does ASDF movement? Oh! What's forward, then? In ASDF, what's forward for you, then? Hold up. Just a moment. Somebody said some sicko shit, and I need to get to the bottom of this. What are you talking about? Is this some boix I just didn't map roll into Dark Souls at all, and all of my face buttons are attack buttons? I was wondering, is F forward? F is forward. Is S still backward then? You know, I don't hate the sound of that. Well, how would you press, like, but W and F? Okay. So W and D is a way to, like, go forward and turn, or, like, go at an angle. F and D is way harder to press. Think about that, Ghidorah, realistically. Like, because when you're doing WASD, like, when you do WASD, you just, like, S and D, right? Forward, backwards, and then you can modify it here. If you have F, you're doing this and then, like, moving down to modify? No, I can't truck with it. Can't do it. Just home row it. Yeah, but what you're doing is you're changing... So, okay, here, though. This is the better way to look at it. W and S, you put your four fingers on the row. I guess. I don't know, but when you're doing it, like, this way, right? When you do W and S, you have one finger that's doing forward and backwards. When you're doing F and S... You're doing this as forward backwards. I don't know. And one finger. No. Yeah, like, I don't want to use my pinky as a turn. No. I don't like holding with a pinky. Oh god, you don't... Right. You don't mouse look. You have to... Yeah. Okay. Double click to use button. Okay, well, hold up. I should be doing this. You awaken. This is the 10-minute tutorial. You awaken. Oh, in the healing suite, hold up. Oh god, I keep on wanting to use WASD. In the healing suite, you can hit Alt-H. Online help activated. Okay. Here we go. Okay. God, well, and we can't... Wait, input? Damn. Options? Nope. No remapping, unfortunately. Alright. You awaken. The healing machine has rudely ejected you into a cold, clinical place with no one to greet you. Still groggy from 6 months of deep healing sleep, you struggle to remember why you're here. Then you recall that Tri-Optimum's greedy exec, Diego, promised to reward you with a neural implant if you hacked into Shodan, Citadel Station's controlling AI. I'm actually going to change keyboards too. I thought that I might use numpad, but I don't think I will be. You also have hypermobility. I'm ambidextrous and use VR regularly for work. Sure. I have some slight hypermobility too. Just a little. Okay, if you're squicked out, just real quick. Yeah, dang, son. Oh, I know. Okay, if you're squicked out by hypermobility, look away. But there is a test for hypermobility that I score 9 out of 9 on, because they test to see, like, do your elbows hyperextend, do your fingers hyperextend, like, all kinds of things like that. One of them is, does your thumb, can you touch your thumb to your wrist? So look away if you're squicked out by that, because I always went like this, and bent it down to my wrist, which I can do this way. And I was like, hey, I score fully on it. And then I actually watched people do the test that were hypermobile doing the test. And they went, yeah, touch your thumb to your wrist like this, not bending it backwards. Just I'm like, wait, I can do that almost without bending it. I am hypermobile in a way that, like, hypermobile people go, what the fuck? Because I'm bad. I'm real bad. I'm stupid bad. There's a reason why I have a lot of dislocations. I'm a new type. Yes, exactly. I underwent a clinical procedure to get implanted. So if you're ever wondering why I talk about having trouble using my hands and doing things, and you're talking about like, oh, well, like, really, how hard can it be to hold a controller and do things? Well, I've dislocated a lot of different joints on my hands, and none of them really work very well, and I'm not very dexterous anyways, because I have a long range of motion, which tends to destroy that. Anyway, 10-minute tutorial. You awaken. The healing... Your excuses don't make sense to me. I don't care that you're doing that. You still can't home row this shit, emus. You can't get away with the crime that you did to control schemes. Not letting you off that easy. I do not bruise easily, but I almost certainly have Ehlers-Danlos, yes. Because I have very stretchy skin. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know. There's a reason why I haven't been able to walk for a week, because I did too much Stepmania. I fucked my feet up. Alright. Let's shift the movement to left shift plus A and Z. Yeah, AZX. Yeah, there you go. God. You awaken. The healing machine has rudely ejected you into a cold clinical place with no one to greet you. Blah, blah, blah. If you hack into the AI. Feeling the back of your head, which still throbs with pain from the operation 6 months ago. You switch on your neural interface and heads-up display. The electrodes work. Your visual cortex, stimulated by implanted hardware, picks up a shimmering array of information channels. The picture of the world in the center of the screen is called the view screen. Number 1. The cursor. 7 is the arrow you see on the screen that moves when you move your mouse. Hell yeah, I love it. I love that these are the days when they're like, okay, so here's a mouse, and it does this. Move the cursor around the view screen. Note the cursor arrow changes shape, because that'll let us know this is to move forward, this is to turn, that's to turn fast, things like that. You can do different movements. Go backward. This is the Ultima Underworld movement, so we could just move by mouse. Ugh, we're gonna try to use this ASDX instead, because yikes. If you left-click the mouse, the speed depends on how far the cursor is from the center of the view screen. The large rectangular display in the bottom center of the screen is your inventory panel. Left click on the inventory panel button, select one of 4 screens. Oh, wait, it's on the... Oh, on the bottom center. Wait. Oh, yeah. Main hardware, general hardware. Okay. Currently, these pages are empty because you don't have anything. The square displays on either side of the screen are multifunctional displays, or MFDs. Information about items or pieces of hardware appear here. To control what appears in each MFD, select one of the MFD buttons on each side screen. Weapons, item, automap, target, and data. Actually, automap's kind of cool. Does it have... Oh, and you can do either side. Oh, I'm going to do automap on that side. Definitely. Cool. And actually, some item, target. I kind of feel like target's the way to go for now. Looking around, something on a nearby shelf catches your eye. A. So, oh, there we go. You pick it up, noticing that it seems to be a dermal patch of some kind. Since the pain in your head is close to unbearable, you decide to apply it. Almost immediately, the throbbing in your head subsides. I love that it just tells you these things like you're not doing them. God, I keep on wanting to use WASDA. Or MFD to take. Drop Metapatch healing. Oh, so if I do in the MFD, then I just take... Okay, yeah, there we go. Multifunctional display. Right. Turn right and left click on the object to identify it. A message appears describing it as a Metapatch healing agent. Double click or Alt left on the Metapatch to pick up the object. The patch will replace your cursor. Move the cursor over one of the FDs and left click to place the object into your MFD. Select Medi in the inventory panel. The MFD window then displays information about the dermal patch. It's a good idea to apply this now to increase your health. But you can save it for later. Do it now. It's a good idea to... Note that your health indicator rises. The patch heals your wounds remaining on your body from the operation 6 months ago. You walk down the ramp-like structure toward a button on the wall, which I already hit. They told you before the operation that personal effects would be in a nearby locker. You try the door on the right, but it's locked. The door on the left, however, is unsecured and opens easily when you push the button. Move down the ramp in front of you and turn to the left. Double-click or alt-click on the button in order to use it. The door opens. And then it tells us, oh my god, a whole bunch of things that we can do with mouse clicks. I just had to show you what this actually looks like, because it's kind of incredible. Left click, select, identify, activate, open, place items into there. Double left click, use pickup. Right click, fire, swing, discard, throw, activate. Right side icon, open hardware MFD. Left click and hold, move. Left click and drag, adjust sliders. Moving to the room C, you see some items scattered across the floor, including a familiar-looking briefcase. Okay, so first let's pick up... Alright, so... God, I keep on pressing F. Yeah, including a familiar-looking briefcase. You find an auto-navigation module, an access card that will help you get into restricted zones on this level, a media reader with a personal log, and a systems analyzer you hacked together before your operation. You pick up all these things and drop them into your inventory. As you enter the small locker, look down using the view angle control. On the left side are 3 spaces. Select the lowest space to look down, or left-click to drag the vertical bar on the right side of the box. So this is here we can change our vertical view. Use the briefcase to view its contents. On one of your MFDs displays a group of items. Pick up the items one at a time from the MFD and place them into your inventory by left-clicking them. So this is just all the tutorial stuff. I wanted to go through this because I kind of thought it was neat that they do this as a thing. Okay, so we got to double-click that. New log. Multimedia data reader. Okay, reads emails, logs, and data. Can't do that without a military-grade implant. Looks like Diego's happy with my work. They're firing up the sleep machine for me now. Gotta admit, when the goons from Triop caught me, I thought for sure they'd take me offline. Instead, Diego just asks for a favor. Hack him into Shodan, and all is forgiven. Plus, 6 months in a healing coma earns me a cyberjack interface even Triop's execs couldn't swing. I'll be king of the net! Even so, I have just been handed the most powerful AI in the system to a fumbling court VP, and there's no telling what'll happen. They tell me that the coma leaves you foggy, so I'll leave myself some reminders. First off, the combo to the healing suite is 451. Second, I've stashed some useful stuff in the maintenance hatch under the grating north of the healing suite. Last and best, I finished the systems analyst, which will let me keep an eye on Shodan's processes. It's in the storage closet outside the sleep machine. 10 minutes off to bed for half a year. Good night. Oh, and I have an email from Rebecca.
Employee
Oh, that's cool.
2-4601, listen carefully. My name is Rebecca Lansing, and I'm a counter-terrorism consultant to Trioptimum. We're tracking a disruption on Citadel Station, something involving an onboard AI called Shodan. You are Triop's only contact on station. Communications are out, and there is evidence of biological contamination. The mining laser is charging for a possible strike against Earth. There's a man named Nathan Darcy who may know something about taking the laser offline. His office is near the central hub on your level. The AI is on the bridge. Once the laser is out, look for the source of the problem there. And by the way, we know all about you and your friend Diego. Pull this off, and we'll clear your record. That implant you're wearing is military-grade hardware. Use it well. Lansing out.
Everybody seems to know about all my many, many crimes. Why keyboard and mouse, and you can just mouse? Oh god, no, I'm good. Alright, something is very wrong here. Servbots are programmed to be harmless. As you explore the... Oh, wait. Just a minute. Okay, so reading your personal log. I skipped ahead, apparently. So moving into the room, you see items scattered across the floor, including a familiar-looking briefcase. Drop them in there. Look at the view angle. Pick up all the items. Reading your personal log, you remember the combination to lock on the door out of the healing suite. Then you turn around and head for the door directly behind you. With your newly acquired access card, it unlocks easily. Okay. Then you pick up the media reader, and E icon appears on the side of the view screen. So we've already done all that. Notice that one button beside each MFD turns red when you pick up the auto map. Indicates a new item in inventory. Okay. Berserk Combat Booster. System Analyzer. I now have a pipe. Okay. It's charging the laser. Alpha, beta, gamma, groves? What? Guess we'll find out about that in a minute. Navigation and mapping unit. We now have auto map. Get our standard access card. And a stamina up implement. Okay, or whatever. I am gonna really struggle with using S to go forward. Is this the door? I guess so. STD access granted. Where are the doctors? Why is this room littered with dead bodies? Is that it? Yep. Oh god. Okay, right click will attack. Gotcha. Let's try the camera to get the security level. Okay, Z and C do that. Leans are that. Aha! There we go. Oh, that noise sucks. Okay. Why are you still doing that? I'm guessing there's another camera over somewhere. Double click to use surgery machine. Alright, I think that we understand what to do. It's easier to use than I thought in some ways. Just kind of the same way that Ultima Underworld was. Although, it would be way easier if you could remap the controls a little bit. Streaming all my hacking is probably not the best plan, that's fair. Alright, I now have a spark. No items. Oh, shit. Oh man, they fucked me up real good, actually. Yes, I see. I see I have an email. Jesus Christ. Just as needy as in real life. Beverage container. Vaporize. Huh. I'm not sure why I need to do that. Okay, listen. I get it. I get it. Shodan.
Welcome back to Citadel Station. We hope your somnolent healing stage went well. Today is the 6th day of November, year 2072. You are currently in the healing suites located on the first level. Level 2 contains the research laboratories. 3 houses the Department of Maintenance, and the storage cells are on level 4. The flight deck is on level 5. Level 6 holds crew facilities and executive suites, and level 7 is systems engineering. Level 8 houses the Department of Security. The bridge is located on level 9, and energy systems on level R. All levels can be accessed by the elevator in Alpha Quadrant. We hope you have a pleasant stay on Citadel Station.
1992 full 3D environment inventory voiced NPCs is so ahead of its time. Yeah, it is in a lot of ways, although it is 94, not 92. 92 was Ultima. Which was similarly quite a ways ahead. Yeah, I was gonna say, this would have been really tough to read back then, too. Because monitors were tiny. Although, to be fair, it's not taking up a lot of my monitor right now. I'm guessing I just want to vaporize these things that I don't think I need a severed limb and a wrapper. Can't use human bones. I can use this severed limb though, don't worry. That'll be important, just you wait. I'm a hacker, I know what I'm doing. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, this is that was literally the end of the tutorial, was just getting out of there. So, what? Okay. Oh, we just need to get it to there, I guess? Okay. Okay. Oh, and I'm going down. Okay. Oh! Oh god, having enemies that are like low to the ground is mean as shit in this kind of game. I had the same problem with like blood. Because actually aiming down is extremely difficult. Power conduits. Can't use power conduits. So, what can I use in this hole? Because one of the things that I haven't seen is jump commands. Oh, I get a beverage. Hell yeah. Okay, so wait. I can also set the energy on this thing? That's wild. Huh. Okay. Oh, okay. I can jump with space, and so walking towards something and pressing space is climbing. Or certain things, anyways. What the hell? Is this a ladder then, specifically? Sure. Alright, well, we gotta turn off this mining laser. Are you... friend? Humanoid mutant. You do not look friendly. Ha! Got him. Skull. So this is important to take, obviously. There was something else there before him. Yeah, like, what's this? There we go. Stamina up thing again. Gotcha. Nope. I did have, like, a battery pack? Oh, that recharges this battery. So that's probably... Oh, no, it does let me do more fire. I didn't mean to do that, but sure. Having an auto map is pretty nice, I will say. Oh, that's a cool effect for this time. Oh, it does not work great, though. It kind of throws you away sometimes. There's a lot of, like, really cool, but also, does that work? Does it? Kind of. I mean, it doesn't not work. Yeah, exactly. Like, better than crushing you. In general, this has been pretty intuitive, which is nice. Oh god, it doesn't make us input the code every time, too. That's also really good. I'm such a loot goblin. Maybe I'll need those. Maybe they're important. You don't know. Feels like there's something on the cart. This is bloodstains, maybe? Group access card. New access gained. And new data log.
Gunther was killed today. I can't let myself think about it. I think I understand how Shodan is doing it. When we destroy the cameras and CPU nodes, Shodan loses some of its control over the station functions, at least on this level. I think I can restore manual control in the hospital.
I do find it amazing how much it's like the logs have not changed in games in like 30 years, right?
Shodan security's closing down on us. The elevators are frozen. Myra keeps saying that it's the cameras and the medical CPU core that Shodan's using these to hold onto the level. That's all fine, but I don't really see how it helps. The thing is everywhere.
Oop. Really bad for accidentally right-clicking. I also love that everything on the wall is like... It will say, oh, you can't interact with it, but it'll tell you, like, this is a computer. This is diagnostic tools. Like, it's wild they actually coded all of that to be looked at and interacted with in a way. Huh. Is that a thing I can go up to? There's gotta be... I wouldn't be surprised if later on we get, like, some kind of extra jump or, like, a way to manage that. Huh. Certainly some kind of secret to get up there. Interesting. Maybe the cart? Can I move the cart somehow at all? I doubt it. That's not... Moving things is extremely tough. Some sort of ledge grab? Oh god, no. Yeah, I don't think they'd have that. Yeah, like... Doing things like moving boxes is pretty difficult for this time frame. Nope, fuck. Okay, yeah, don't apply. Good. I would like this to be auto map, and this to be, I don't know, weapon. Sure. I keep on wanting to press E to get to that, but that doesn't actually work. Logs.
Status status report. We're holed up in the Beta Quadrant behind a radioactive trench. The mutants are scavenging for food in the corridors and nesting in Gamma. I sent a party to the West Wing for supplies maybe 12 hours ago. Nathan Darcy is thinking up ways to disable the mining laser. It looks like we might hold them off.
God, it rules how much this is just every game 30 years later with the logs and stuff. In some ways, I don't love logs like that, because it's all... Who are you leaving this for? But also, it's neat. Sense around multi-view unit. Oh, God. Oh, that would use energy? I'm not actually... So, like, because we can just see behind us, then? Yes. Okay. So if we need to see behind us while we're looking ahead, then we can sense around. Fair enough. Interesting upgrade. Hey, lighting. I'm gonna say, whoa, that's a bad sound. Okay. Can't use lump of clothes. Alright, sure. If only I had eyes in the back of my head. That's true, I could have seen him coming. I had vaporized that container because, I don't know. Yeah, I could use a hand. Urine.
If any survivors can hear me, please. Some of us are still resisting Shodan. We have a sanctuary in Beta Quadrant, guarded by a radioactive trench. There's a force bridge that operates off a wiring panel. If you're coming in from Alpha, our guards will extend the bridge for you. Be very careful. Mutants are all over the corridors. Good luck.
Engineer's report. Arnold Hessman. You can really feel the terror. It's always the problem with logs too, right? Is that I can't blame it too much, especially when it's pioneering so much. But the idea of like that's always the joke, right? Sitting there writing an email like, to whom it may concern, I think I am going to be eaten by mutants. Ah! Like, why would you? What are you writing? What are you doing this for? As I feared, Shodan's malfunctions are manifesting in Citadel's cyberspace net. Several storage lockers and rooms have been sealed. The controls put on cyber toggles. Only accessible in cyberspace. Also, some codes to sensitive areas on the station have been encoded onto loose data fragments. Although all station personnel capable of entering cyberspace have clearance for those codes, I'm very concerned about the potential security hazard. This is so hard to read. Shodan introduce defensive programs into cyberspace to keep potential intruders from floating data and cyber toggles. Okay. Oh God. Oh God. What? What am I doing? Oh no. Okay, I see an arrow, so that's probably good. What the fuck? Oh boy. Oh no, not the cyber dog. Oh, I think that I'm being attacked by cyber dog. Alright, we're gonna run from cyber dog. Shield C. Okay, so I'm supposed to collect those? I guess I need to look at more of the, this was not covered in their tutorial. Oh god, cyberspace in these games is always amazing. BloodNet had a similar thing that was as incomprehensible. Wow. Dug up this, which you remember reading years ago. Good to see you, Cormorants! Not sure it's as funny as you remember it, but the Lovecraftian compulsion to keep writing, even as one is being devoured. Yeah, exactly. Hey, listen. It's not like I understand what it's like to make art while the world is burning, or you're being devoured from the legs up. I mean, no. Certainly not. Ha 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 ha! That's ridiculous. Stay away. Why are you writing that in blood? Whose blood are you writing it in? Oh, playing this back in the day would have been wild. Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at other games of the time, like Doom would have just come out. It was around the time of Doom. Having played Ultima Underworld fairly recently, this definitely feels like a step up from that. So why is there a red thing here? What is this? What is red here? Weird. Oh! Haha! It wasn't down, it was up. I see. I am the chosen one. I can look up. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out what the fuck cyberspace is like here. So neural interface. Yeah, that's a regular thing. It's health indicator, jumping and climbing. To jump, hold down the spacebar or right click while the left button is down, so you can do left and right at the same time to climb. To climb a ladder, position yourself face first against the ladder, press spacebar, or click and hold both mouse buttons and move forward. To get a jumping start on a climb, jump normally and then continue to hold it down. Objects in the environment, view and posture controls, weapons, weapon categories, selecting a weapon, beam intensity. Okay. How about hardware attachments? Neat. Yeah, cool. What about fucking cyberspace, friends? Cyberspace! 17. Takes a while to get a feel for cyberspace. So take your time and don't get too zoned your first few times. Jack into cyberspace by double left-clicking on any cyberspace terminal. After a moment of static, your neurosensors will resonate glowing lines and float in geometric state. The nervous system of the net. Citadel's net is divided into 3 primary realms: research, military, and the security platform that houses Shodan, the omnipresent computer that regulates all of the station's systems. I'm talking like Shodan. If you're not careful, you'll get kinked by his cyberspace watchdogs. I love getting kinked by some dogs. Having watched a lot of really bad dog movies, I can say there's a ton of kinks in a lot of them, weirdly enough. Time is a precious commodity. The moment you punch into cyberspace, Shodan senses your presence and begins tracing your location. You have only a few precious minutes before the face of Shodan materializes through a data link and sends you a tail after you. Each time you return to cyberspace, Shodan needs less time. Your view screen is equipped with a timer and will print T-minus minutes until detection. You'll spend most of your cyberspace time trying to scan information and software, but don't consider yourself a jockey yet. Shodan has security constructs that can track you down and attack you. The AI itself resides in its own cyberspace zone, which is heavily fortified. Anyone who's punched deck knows that... God, I love punched deck. Knows that you can waste more than a few neurons by staying jacked in too long. Well, in cyberspace, you have to watch your software integrity, cyberspace health. This is measured in your health indicator meter. Don't confuse it with physical health. Running out of software integrity breaks your neural link and ejects you from cyberspace. Fatigued and injured from the shock. In addition, this will further reduce the time it will take Shodan to locate you next time. Moving in cyberspace. General advice. Moving through cyberspace is like floating in an alien realm. By left-clicking, holding the mouse in any direction, you can perform angle turns, move up, down, go forward, activate your thrust system. There is no gravity to pull you down, but the currents in the tunnels will sweep you away. The left mouse button moves you normally, except the up arrow cursor makes you climb, and the down arrow makes you dive. The net speaks in symbols. Soft tools, data repositories, and all the cyberspace features are represented by simple, often geometric forms. Passing through these forms is usually enough to acquire or activate them. When it comes to system security programs, though, just coming close enough to them will make them tail you. Integrity is everything when it comes to moving through cyberspace. If your net link starts to fade, you not only get kicked out of the system, but you also suffer a vicious headache. If you're screwing around with the military or big corporation stuff, you might also get lobotomy, free of charge. Within that, the spoils go to the graceful. Learning how to get around might keep you out of jail, but making your maneuvers with artistry will get you rich and famous. And if you're not rich and famous, who are you? People ask me why... Oh my god, okay, there's a quote here, just a second. People ask me why I spend so much time jacked in. Well, you see, I studied the blade, and if they'd spent time in the net, they wouldn't have to ask. It makes me feel pure, like a spirit or a perfect concept. That's how I feel scrolling. Once you've scrolled or posted, you just can't stop. You feel pure, refined. Oh my god, there's so much. Cyberspace objects, features and icons, data fragments. The cyberspace equivalent of a scribbled note. This icon represents a scrap of information that can be read multiple times. Each time you collide with a data fragment, it transmits a brief message that is not stored. You'll recognize them in cyberspace as yellow squares surrounded by 4 orange diamonds. It just describes all of these, which is rough. Like, it's just description. Yikes. That's tough. A data object copies itself upon contact into your personal data storage device, commonly a multimedia data reader, and may be read later. Once you collide with one, you can access data without running into it again. You'll recognize data objects as spinning purple cubes. Info node. This boy-like marker imparts various pieces of information. This explains the function of another nearby object as a toggle. Passing through an information node will scan it, blah, blah. Node will scan it and provide data pertaining to specific function of a related switching node. Oh my god. Info nodes appear as geometric signposts. Thanks! Good description. Switching node. The cyberspace switch sometimes activates something in the real world, such as a locked door. Colliding with this toggle causes it to flip. Sometimes a message appears to explain what was affected in the world. Oftentimes it simply indicates that a data state has changed. In this case, look for a nearby info node to learn what the toggle activated. So you gotta find an info node to find out what the light switches that you find do. It also does not explain, so switching node, that's all the description you get. It doesn't explain what a switching node looks like. It just says this cyberspace switch activates something in the real world, such as a locked door. Colliding with it causes it to flip. Sometimes a message appear that will be affected in the real world. Other times it will simply indicate that the data state was changed. That's it. It's hard to know what I'm allowed to combine with or not. red crosses are health, apparently, for our cyberspace stuff. Exit portal returns you to sensory input. This is commonly followed by disappointment as the user finds themselves once again in the physical world. I often find myself disappointed by being in the physical world. Most cyberspace areas have 2 exits. Important to note their locations in case you need to hack your way out in a hurry. A ring of geometric wedges is what it looks like. The yellow arrows will indicate directional flow of data streams that are coordinated by the next orientation, which we kind of figured out already. Jesus Christ. I guess that we'll just try this again? Level 1 elevator taken offline. Recall software acquired. Okay, so that's our exit portal. Okay, I think that I understand what that is. So, hold up. What is the data fragment? The cyberspace equivalent of a scribbled note. This icon. It's okay. Transmits a brief message that's not sorted. Recognize them cyberspace as yellow squares surrounded by 4 small orange diamonds. So that should give us a hint or something? What is it? I'm not getting anything from this. Is it the recall level 1 elevator taken offline? Maybe? Maybe that's what it means? What are these? Shield absorbs something. Is that bad? I don't... Wait, was that bad? Are those bad? Is that bad? I don't know if these are bad. Are these bad? Shield absorbs... Okay, it's saying shield's absorbing stuff, so maybe? I don't... Ping Games software acquired. Okay. Oh no, this cyber dog thing or something is after us. Oh god, I'm getting dogged. I'm getting dogged real bad. Oh my god, this is... What the fuck? It is hard to tell what walls are and stuff, too. Oh, that's... okay. Just wall, sure. What the fuck is this? Possible security doors open. Okay, so that seems good. Nope, that's bad. Damn. I got shocked, I think? Or was that an exit? I might have hit the exit. Well, I got the doors, so I'm guessing that that's what I care about. It seemed like the big thing. And then I get a medical access card anyway. As usual, unfortunately, this has been true of a bunch of games, like BloodNet too. Really, really cool cyberpunk kind of games. Trying to do their version of cyberspace fucking blows. They're always so bad. That is a really terrible, like, hacking minigame. That is not a good one. Doesn't help that it doesn't really tell you anything. Kind of wish that more games did Especially, like, back in these days. Whoa. Hi. Probably can't shoot through that, huh? Well. I'll get him. Give me a minute. More games should have, like, hacking the way that, oh, Jesus. More games should have hacking the way that, Quadrilateral Cowboy did. I'm getting all this ammo, but I don't actually have any way to use it. I haven't found a weapon yet. Blocked by Shodan security. Dang. That certainly looked like an unfriendly dude down there. A rapper, sure. I think the best representation of hacking that I've ever seen in a game is Quadrilateral Cowboy. So fucking good. Okay, so we should have a camera somewhere here? Where is it? There it is. Aha! What is this? Force door. Okay. That looks real bad. I don't think they're gonna follow us either. Doesn't seem like it. I've been this way. Ah. Oh man, that mutant was drinking 2 Cokes at a time. You can never do that. That's why you turn into mutants. Dart gun. There we go. It's got a real banging soundtrack too. I like what they've done with that. And of course, Shodan's voice itself is just fucking iconic. It's so good. Some great stuff in here. I think it was Siren, you were saying you love how, like, you like the 3D environment pixel art. Yeah, you were the one that was saying that. You'd probably like to look at Sulaco. That game looked real neat. Oop, I did not mean to fire. Jesus. They find your body and give it new life. a cyborg. You will serve Shodan well. Oh no. I don't think I've gotten a save either, huh? I didn't save ever. Well. Sulaco. Fully jacked in. Is it? Oh, it might still be in early access even. It's this thing. Not to get too sidetracked. Too late. We've been sidetracked a lot this time. But like... It's got a very pixelated look to a lot of the enemies and stuff. It's real cool looking. Yeah, I believe it was Dr. Dubs was playing this quite a bit and really liking it. Very old school shooter feel. Like a really unique, weird look. Yeah, Dubs was super into it. Yeah. I looked at this and was very intrigued. Cool looking game. Another one that is Proteus, which I should really look at again. You're gonna get sidetracked, fuck it, we're gonna have some fun. Now I'm just thinking about all the other really cool games that have been coming out recently. This one's a few years old now, Proteus. I really wanted to look at this one. It was Doom, but like, yeah. I wonder if this is the good trailer. I have no idea what which trailers are good or not. It's been a while. Very similar look in the pixelated part. Yeah, this is a different one than I had. Oh, this is so pixelated. Holy shit. What the hell? God damn. Why? Like, pixelated in, like, it's blurry. In a way it's not supposed to be. That is streaming terribly. Like, not loading in right on some of those. They're a little better, yeah. Now it's actually clear. But yeah, this looked like a blast to me. Yeah, very similar to Sulaco, kind of pixelated 3D, but like modern. Strange look, but very cool. And they're very much trying to be Doom. Real hard. They're trying to be the Doom 2016, which, hey, Doom 2016, pretty goddamn good game. Speaking of good games, let's rip through this again real quick. Them running like they'd poop their pants is pretty good. Okay, like, this is at least very easy to do. Now we know not to use that right away. robot have a real human skull inside of it? That seems like a bad thing.
And by the way, we know all about you and your friend Diego. Pull this off, and we'll clear your record. That implant you're wearing is military-grade hardware. Use it well. Lancing out.
Having to drag everything over into your inventory is both like... I can't complain too much about it because it's a pretty new thing in a lot of ways. And also on the other hand, like, holy shit, does it suck. Like, I want to be able to single click on that to look at it, double click to put it in inventory, not double click to do anything with it, and have to like drag it around. That is so much stuff.
Welcome back to Citadel Station. We hope your somnolent healing stage went well. Today is the 6th day of...
And yeah, obviously Bioshock takes from this vibe. Bioshock is literally these people trying to do the thing again.
Level 2 contains the research laboratories. 3 houses the Department of Maintenance, and the storage cells are on level 4. The flight deck is on
God,
level
that's so
5.
much nicer.
Level 6
know to do
holds
that.
crew facilities and executive
Good to see it.
suites, and level 7 is systems engineering. Level 8 houses the Department of Security.
Where's
The
that
bridge is
Sparks
located
thing
on level
we found?
9, and energy systems on level R. All levels can be accessed by the elevator in Alpha Quadrant. We hope you have a pleasant stay on Citadel Station.
Okay, there's save game. How do we do that? Yeah, I mean, I think that you can get, like, GLaDOS without Shodan. Shodan's not the first concept of an AI that, goes rogue. But it's a really good example of it. Where is that Sparks gun? Ha, idiot. Get in your hole. Large button. Hey, turned on the lights. Imagine if I'd looked at that earlier. Yeah, exactly. You can get GLaDOS from, like, HAL and stuff. It's hardly the first time. Was it here? It might have been. No. Nope. Computers going berserk has been a thing in sci-fi since sci-fi existed. Also, there's a ladder up. I see now. Hey, having, like... Too far away. Oh, I see. I wasn't clicking on the door, I was clicking through the door. We didn't go through any of this, because I didn't turn on the lights, I couldn't see as much. Yeah, the controls are a little janky, for sure. But they're not the worst. The biggest thing is that if I could simply change... Like, if I could change it so that W wasn't... Good to see you, by the way, Klitschko. Like, S is forward, A is turn left, D is turn right. So, and then X is move backwards. You just need to be able to shift that up, right? W forward, S is back. Like, it's so close to WASDA. It's like right there. But it's stupidly one thing off. Which is almost worse for, like, modern muscle memory. Okay, I am kind of curious. Is this enhanced or regular? This is CD enhanced. But it's not like portable or certainly not remake or anything. But yes, if you could remap this, it'd be much nicer. And, like, it's real close. It's really close. I mean, it even has, like A and D for turning. S and X for forward, backwards is just one off. And it has Q and E for leans. Which, like, that would be a modern thing. It's just, they decided, oh, since Q and E are lean, obviously W should center it. And it's like, oh, no, it's close. It's close. But it's not. Dang. Where did we... Damn it, where did we find that, Sparks last time? Where was our laser cannon? Nothing was great. Let's go down here. I didn't go here last time. Let's look around. Oh, hey. No, bad mutant. Oh yeah, like, even the idea of having, like, leans and stuff is wild. Absolutely. And a lot of this is, like, I mean, I'm controlling it okay. Honestly, a lot of the biggest problem is that, like, enemies' hit reaction and stuff, for a modern perspective, is kind of not there, right? Like, I'm just wailing on them from behind, and they're just going, I'm like, in the corner doing whatever weird shit they're doing. Oh god, okay, so that's crouch. Okay. Oh boy. So then G was stand up? No, T stand up, T stand up. What was G? G was something different. I wonder if that opened the door. Fuck, it did. Well, let's name it 2. Biohazard area. Oh shit. Don't like that. I do like our guy just squatting there. Look at that. Pretty good. Oh, has System Shock 3 officially fallen through? Because I know that was, like, looked at and thought about for a while, and then just kind of... I hadn't heard anything in a long time. Okay, let's see if I can run through this. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of been looked at for a long time and nothing's been moving on it. Okay, so this is just find cool shit in here, maybe. And get a whole bunch of biological contamination. Two grenades and a lower sperm count. You know. Gotta trade your orbs for explosive ones sometimes. Got bought out by Tencent. Fair enough. Fluid transport pipes. I really love that, like, everything on the walls, like, these are power conduits. Like, can't use fluid transportation things. Like, it's neat that it says that for everything. Move into a ladder. Like, can't use system function gauges. It adds a whole lot to the world to have that. That's really cool. We opened this but didn't go further. Chuck that head. Oh shit, okay. Like, yeah, some of this aiming is a little rough. There we go. Okay. So it takes a while for the metapack to come in. Get him! Got his ass. Okay, there's something else here that's red. Yup. Fucking knew it. Ha! Whee! Football. New log.
Carl has come back from recon without Alan.
He says they took Alan into a room marked cyborg conversion, and now he's a cyborg assassin. Carl marked the room with the word "here" before he ran. One of the technicians says we can just flip a switch and make the converter a surgery unit again. With only 12 of us left, though, it may be an academic point. Maybe someone else should have been leader.
Dang, I fucked up and killed everybody. That's unfortunate. Okay. These logs we can look at.
Showdown security's closing down on us. The elevators are frozen. Myra keeps saying that it's the cameras and the medical CPU core that Showdown's using these to hold onto the level. That's all fine, but I don't really see how it helps. The thing is everywhere.
Okay, and that's where we need to go to cyberspace, which, God, I wish that we'd saved after cyberspace. Nope.
Showdown's...
The resistance faction led by Keith Swanson left a week ago. We found the mutants fighting over the remains this morning. We're caught between the mutants and the cyborgs, so I'm worried whether we can carry out Darcy's plan. We're going to send Alan and Carl through the cyborg territory to reach the elevator.
Okay, opened up that. Wait a minute. Okay. Huh. I see. I wonder if I can get squished by that. Okay, hold up. Oh shit. I see that. Okay, I'm curious. Yo, easy answer! Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to crush myself. Don't worry about it. Nah, it's angled. Damn! I've never played System Shock before, by the way. Did that explode? Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone. Yeah. I've seen a lot of... Oh, nice. Okay, it did work. Hell yeah. I have seen... Oh, shit. Fuck. Cyborg main care. We will serve Shodan well. Damn. This is where we are. I see. So what are you up to, Aviancer? It's good to see you today. And welcome, welcome, friends. This is a little bit of DOScider. Hell yeah. Okay. My show where we do every Monday, where I rank DOS games. Currently, we're doing the System Shock Special, as you can imagine. Carrier Command 2 collab and co-op. I don't know what Carrier Command is. I'm guessing something similar to DCSS. That sounds like it's probably very crunchy. Oh, I do not have a lot of health. Whoa! What? Okay, hold up. There was something else in the room. What the fuck else was in the room? Damn it. Also, I've mentioned it before, but if you haven't, you should absolutely follow Aviancer. Very, very cool streamer. Oh, it's only a light simulator. Dang. Oh, shit. Huh. Fuck, where? Is it up there? Fuck. Man, some of these, getting used to the controls is something. I need to save after I kill this thing. Wow! System
Very
shock. Never seen it
nice.
before. Yo, thanks for the follow. It's pretty cool. Okay, nated that. The controls are, yes, slightly awkward. Is it up there? God, it's also really hard to see enemies at a distance. If they're shooting you, it's tough. For example, oh yeah, things like leaning around corners is a pretty incredible thing to do. So like I can go up here and just, you know, do the lean. Which, you know, nowadays you look at that and you go, okay, yeah, whatever. But it's pretty rad for 1994. It's also really interesting, like, for the people that haven't seen it, it is extremely modern game design, in some ways that are maybe not always good.
Carl has come back from recon without Alan.
Very nice.
You get the full logs. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate it very much.
And now he's a cyborg assassin. Carl marked the room with the word "here" before he ran. One of the technicians says we can just flip a switch and make the converter a surgery unit.
It's very much the, like, everybody scrawling, "Don't go inside," like on the walls in their own blood kind of thing. Which is both fun to see in terms of, like, how old this game is, so it's kind of wild that it exists, and also, like, oh man. Ha! Got him. Nice. And yeah, for those that came over from AV Answer, hi, I'm Illian. I guess I should introduce myself. We do this every Monday. We do DOScider, but I tend to stream almost every day. This is by Looking Glass. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's by... It's Ultima Underworld's sequel, essentially. Like... And yes, they made Terra Nova. Looking Glass did a ton of stuff. Like, this... Ultima Underworld is the blueprint for this. We did it a while ago and ranked it. And then this is kind of like... the expansion on that idea of like a full sim kind of thing. But I tend to stream every day. I used to do a lot of Magic. I've been streaming for almost 12 years? Or has it been 12 years? It's been a long time. It's been a really, really long time. I've been partnered for almost 10. And I do lots of old roguelikes, lots of DOS games. I've been going through Might and Magic, Heroes of Might and Magic 2, because, listen, ranked it on the last episode. I meant to do 3 hours, we did 9, so this is a list after my heart. You might think that it's wrong to put Heroes of Might and Magic 2 that high, but I played it for 3 times as long as I meant to, by total accident, so it's allowed. It's the best game. Not quite. It's no Doom. It's up there. That's gotta be an enemy, right? Yeah. Home feels so good. Bleh. Yeah, God, bleh. It's so good. Hey, hit us on. Yeah. It's... God, I love Heroes of Might and Magic. It's funny because I was more of a regular Might and Magic person for a very long time. My intro to the whole Might and Magic universe was... I've told this story before, but it's so funny. Okay, so I grew up with a extremely restrictive, very, very wildly religious mother and like family in general. And so I was in school one day and somebody came in and was like, hey, I got a game. Do you want to buy this? You seems like you'd want it. And like pulled out the cover of Heroes of Might, not Heroes, of Might and Magic 7 for Blood and Honor. And they're like $10. And I was like, fuck yeah. So I bought that game off of them, going like, wow, they must be hiding it because like, whoa, like, for Blood and Honor? Oh my god. Like, I bet their parents don't want to let them have it. And now I'm looking back at it and I'm going, oh, that was totally fucking stolen. That was 1,000%. What that was somebody who got a 5-finger discount, and I ended up just grabbing. Parents weren't like that. Like, because I was like, oh my god, like, look at the cover. There's no way my mother would let me do this. Like, whoa. And it's like, it's fucking tame as shit. And so, like, for me, I was like, oh, yeah, no, I understand why you would hide this. You can't let people see that at, like, 13, 14 or whatever. And now I'm like, oh, that was totally, this kid stole it from, like, an EB Games or whatever. I mean, we wouldn't have had EB, would it have been EB Games at the time? Whatever. In Canada, I don't remember what it would have been. But, like, yeah, they stole it from somewhere. And so then, I managed to get that, and I played it when I could, hiding it from my parents. And then I played Heroes of Might and Magic 5 at some point later. I loved Might and Magic 7, though. What an incredible RPG. I really, really liked it a lot. I was kind of a dumb idiot, though, as a kid, because there's a thing that the people that like Heroes of Might and Magic don't realize, and it actually became a big point of contention with Heroes of Might and Magic 3, which, by the way, we checked it out when I was playing Heroes of Might and Magic 2, is still so popular. It had more people streaming it by like 1,000 some people than both StarCraft 1 and 2 combined. Like a week ago, kind of thing. It's wild. It's such a good game. But it became a major point of contention because in Might and Magic, the RPG series, the twist is always that there's actually like a big galactic empire that happened, and these people got stranded on a planet and then learned magic and became like fantasy people. It's a strange universe, but it's also very much a like joke. The whole universe is very goofy, and it's meant to be. Yeah, the twist is always that demons are aliens. But the Heroes of Might and Magic people had no idea, like, that was a thing. So when they did, in Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the expansion for it was supposed to introduce robots and, like, laser weapons and all kinds of weird things like that as a faction. And people went fucking berserk. They were so mad. And so they were like, whoa, okay, yeah, the Forge faction, yes. So they changed it and made the Conflux faction. Yo, thanks to the sub on YouTube, too, appreciate it. All of the VODs for this series, by the way, are up on YouTube. We have ranked 262 games. If you hit !DOS, it'll kind of give you some info. But the Conflux Conflux sucks because there was no lead time into them. They basically tried to reskin some of it, and it's like fairies and like all these neutral monsters normally that are on the map, and it ends up being an extremely broken faction.
Very nice.
Very, very Oh, right, that was this door. It ended up being, like, really, really unbalanced because of that. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, it was all elementals and fairies and things. But it was all, like, neutral monsters. Yeah. I'm sad about the Forge faction. Because I was... As a child, though, I got so mad. I dropped Might and Magic 7. I never finished it. I really, really, really liked it. And then when they got to, like, hey, here's a laser weapon, I was like, this is stupid. I don't want any, like, science fiction in my fantasy. And then I went back to playing it, and I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? It's so fucking funny. It's so good. Like, going around in that game in a 3D world in, like, 96 or for 6? 97 for... No, it was 97, 98, 99? Something like that for 6, 7, 8. Because they all came out a year away from each other. But, like, flying in the air and, like, laser blasting dragons is the funniest fucking shit. As an adult, I'm like, oh man, I was such a dumb child. This shit's great. It's so good. Fucking die. You. Also, whoever, I think it was Momo that said that this handles, like, dog poo. And I kind of disagree, to be entirely honest. That being said, it certainly doesn't handle amazing. Like, from a modern perspective, it's not great, but it's better than you'd think. I have definitely played a lot of these games, playing through all the DOS games. It has a flow. It's not great. It's definitely, like, it would be best if you could remap it. But I actually would argue that if you could remap all of this, it would actually handle okay. Not good, but okay. If you could give it mouse look, it would almost be perfect. The biggest thing is this. Like, having to do this to look up and down, while still also aiming with a mouse, is like, it's, oh, that sucks. That sucks bad. It sucks incredible ass. But, like, I'm currently really enjoying my time with this. Okay, I saw a red blip for a second. What was that? Over here. Oh, right! We couldn't figure out what the fuck this was. Like, it seems like it's probably a camera somewhere. Like, where? Where are you? Dead. Yeah, I'm sure that there's a mouse look rebuild of this, but we are very much looking for authentic experiences for the rankings anyway. But there was a lot of options that I could have had to make this an easier experience, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for the easy experience. I'm here to rank it up against all the other games from DOS days. And, like, hey, it's no Doom in terms of, like, controls, right? But also, you can do that. That's fucking rad. That is so cool. For 94, that's fucked up that you can do that. Like, it's hard to explain for people that haven't played DOS games recently, but I've been playing DOS games regularly on Mondays for, like, what, a year and a half, 2 years or something, and that is just mind-blowing. remember mudding through this back in the day, but not being able to do it now. That's fair. Maybe it's just that I've done a lot of DOS games recently that this feels pretty good. Like I said, it certainly doesn't handle like Doom or like, oh god, Dark Forces. God, Dark Forces handles so well. But, yeah, this is a lot more interesting. Medical report. I also really don't like their text design here. It's very hard to read. Another 4 cases of the mystery virus were reported today. There have been increasing rumors that this whole mess is the result of a screw-up in the experimental biolabs. It's true, why the hell aren't they telling us anything that could help us cure the victims? My first patient who came in 2 days ago is starting to display unsettling physical deformities. Furthermore, he is not responding to any conventional treatment. I'll consult with Dr. Stackhouse tomorrow. I know she has 2 saints in similar condition. God's own 320 by 200. It's not just that, it's also green on green stylized. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. They tried to do like a design for it, and it's cool as an aesthetic, and it's terrible as an actual like legibility thing. You have new mail. Life pods. 98% jettison. Saturn orbit. Okay.
Welcome back to Citadel Station. We hope your somnolent healing stage went well.
Okay.
Today is the 6th day of November, year 2072. You are currently in the healing suites located on the 1st level. Level 2 contains the research laboratories. 3 houses the Department of Maintenance, and the storage cells are on level 4.
Oh, that's the lady.
The flight
Yep.
deck is on level 5. Level 6 holds crew facilities and executive suites.
So that crashed. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Shodan kicked my ass. Was it 2 that I saved at later? I hope so. God damn it. I was just about to save too. Okay, so we already killed it here. Okay, okay. See you, Madame Adversary. Have a good night. Well, afternoon. I'm used to streaming very late. Or later than this, anyway. Yeah, that's bad. They did the joke. You ever walk into an elevator and then you like go and put your face back towards the doors? Because you like, you know, you walk in, you turn around, and you're like, well, obviously it's gonna open that way. And then the doors open behind you and you sit there for a fucking idiot, a minute looking like a fucking idiot. Yep, that's me. Sons of bitches. Oh, okay. Well, that's not great. Pulled the elevator prank on me. It's a classic. I didn't die from being shot. I died literally from embarrassment. Because all the cyborgs were sitting there going, hey man, you know that opens the other way, right? We're waiting to get on the elevator. real danger. Wow, that is a hidden button. What the fuck did it do? Buttoned? Repulsor lift. I guess this. Hold up. Nope. Okay. Hey, listen, just keep swinging. We'll get there. God, nope. Okay. No. I don't want to waste ammo. Oh my god. Fuck you. Got him. Oh shit, there's another one. Ha! Side effects may occur. So it turns everything that's next to it? Yes, okay. But then... how do you get this last one, then? Because it's just blank. Do you have to get it from both sides, maybe? They don't explain this at all in the manual. Okay, you do have to do both sides. They don't do a good job of explaining some of those things. The tutorial, the 10-minute tutorial, does nothing either. What? Is this a view screen? What the fuck? What the what? When I double click on it, it does this, and there's just... he's just dancing. Kind of a bop. I get it. There's some good background music going on. Like, what is... but then when I move, it's, like, flat. This is some Wile E. Coyote shit. What is this? I double click on it and it looks like it's 3D, and then if you move anywhere, then it's not. And when you're here, it's kind of... it's 3D-esque, but it's very obviously printed on. Is that just meant to be, like, a view screen? That's really funny. What did we do? I don't know. It's definitely got a bit of problem of it's trying to, like, do so much environmental storytelling and stuff with all of the various cameras and paneling and things like that, that it gets a little too busy to tell what's happening sometimes. Like, there's all these COM ports and soft paneling and, like, burn residue, and that's really cool, but also... okay. And I die. I didn't save. It's bad at explaining some of that. I tried to left click him, forgetting that that's not how you do things in this game. I'd say probably the biggest problem, it's funny because you'd think that like the WASD control is often the issue with games like this. The issue that I'm finding that's not modern design is having to double click everything and then drag it. It's real weird. Like, it feels like you should not just left click this. Like, you shouldn't have to left click this and then, like, double click it. Feels like you should just be able to do it. And especially when you, like, open up a body and then you have to drag it from here. Like, you have to double click it and then drag it. And it just feels like it's too many steps. Not the worst, but it just takes a minute to really get the feel of. Certainly not intuitive. Okay, so that is a view screen, and it's just showing us what we're opening. Nope, not the thing I'm trying to hit. There we go. Yeah, you need to click to get info. But it feels like there's a way to have done it where you can, like, click for info and it would pick it up and then you could drag. And the info would just show here, right? If that makes sense. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. Hey, got him. How do I know if I want to pick it up without info? Yeah, I mean, you can always drop it, is the thing. I know that you're being sarcastic, I get it. But, like, here, I'll try and find something in a second. There's gotta be, like, a skull or something, right? I think there's one over here. Yeah, like, so the wrapper, it's one of those things where if I just left click it once, it should just show wrapper, or like put it in here and give it the information like we have on the lead pipe or any other item that we grab. Like item, double click, and it shows wrapper. Why do I need to double click for that to happen? I should just be able to single click it. And like it's a minor thing, but it's just when you've played a lot of modern games, you feel it immediately. Like, here I click, and it tells me ML standard rounds. But if I double click, I mean, it still tells me the same info. It's not like I lost info on it or something, right? Like, you get more info by picking it up and double clicking. It immediately does do that. So it's weird that it doesn't just... Why do you have to do it? It feels like an extra step in a very strange way. When you're used to playing modern stuff. Thing is definitely rad, though. Destroyed assassin cyborg. Ah, you were a badass. Maybe you went into it earlier and you missed it, but what options do I have? Like, not much. Text length. I can turn on online help. And I can change language. You can also do input, but it just is like pop-up cursor, your mouse hand, like Oh wait, does... I think that's how fast you have to double click. It doesn't, like, you always have to double click, but... There's not a lot of options, no. Which, like, you know, again, fair enough. That's... We're only talking about it from a modern perspective. If you look at this from the perspective of games that were out at the time. Holy shit. Oh, man. Was it down below us? Was it under that bridge? I wonder. Fine, here, give me the medi. You saw nothing. Yeah, I think that it was... I'm guessing it was under the bridge. That's the only thing I can think of. No? Ha! Fucker. Okay. I got it. I saw him. Man! That is nasty. That's so mean. Yeah, he was just behind me. Which is why you actually have... The thing is that it does cost you, it costs you energy constantly. And slowly. But you do actually have, like... Oh. Now, you can do the view screen mode, but there's also, like... God, where was the one... Maybe we didn't get it this time. There is a, you can view behind you thing. Where you can actually put on, like, a rear view mirror kind of mod. Which I love. Like, cyberpunk mod that lets you look behind you. Here. Okay, we did see that. That was... They talked about the cyborg assassin, even. So that makes sense. I am also a real big fan of this old school design. Of, like... You know, they didn't have time for a quest log. Fucking write that shit down. It's definitely got its downsides, because if you leave the game alone for a while, remembering where you are is tough. But also, it's really cool. Yup, that's... Cyborg Assassin, I see. Oh, I was on number 2. Whoa! What? Oh, he wasn't. Fuck. I saved before I killed this guy. Ow. Cyborg ass. Ah! Okay. Got that cyborg ass. let's go ahead and save. Can't use robotics icon. Huh. This is a real bad place to be. There's a lot of these fucking cyborgs. I don't have a whole lot of stuff to load anymore. Hearing a lot of them. Okay, I really wanted to see another Shodan log. Oh, great, we didn't listen to the 31st October
Now
one.
we've got to get to the bridge and stop Shodan. Some of us want to go to the flight deck and escape instead. Hopefully, there's still some weapons in the armory we can use against the mutants. Todd Blankenship was able to get the combination, 705, from a security officer. We're gonna try for it tomorrow.
See, like, 705. Write that shit down or remember the log, because if you come back like a week later, because you just haven't played, good luck. But I also love that it's just like, find the armory. All the notes are here, just write it down. You know, figure out where to go. I do like that.
Carl has come back from recon without Alan. He says they took Alan into a room marked cyborg conversion, and now he's a cyborg assassin. Carl marked the room with the word "here" before he ran. One of the technicians says we can just flip a switch and make the converter a surgery unit again. With only 12 of us left, though, it may be an academic point. Maybe someone else should have been leader.
Directive to Cyborg X-71. We will now test the virus in a proper environment. Move mutagen experiment V5
To Beta Grove.
on the executive level. Let the virus infect the grove
And observe
its effects on vegetable and animal life forms. When the strain is perfected, we will release it on the Earth, where it will facilitate our conquest.
Dang, I think that this AI has some ill designs for humanity. Yeah, like, also enemy reactions. Man, enemies just tend to not respond sometimes. Either that, or they, like, respond way too fast and just hit scan the fuck out of you. Is this, like, regeneration chambers? Is that why they're not moving? Maybe. What? Like, what started shooting me? Okay. You? Yep. Oh, nope, nope, please. Yeah, so definitely some, like, problems with some enemy encounters in this way. But, like, minor in a lot of ways. Again, when you consider, like, the time, I'd have been absolutely blown away by this. It's doing so much. I see. You're definitely meant to kind of scam those, huh? I feel like you're supposed to be doing that. Oh, where the... Oh, god damn it. It's also definitely one of those save often games. Getting that lean in. I mean, the lean mechanic, they still murder you. They still just hit scan you from there. It's more like, I wasn't leaning around that corner. I was just, I made it to a point where I got like, oh, I could see enough around it. They were like, I was getting a corner of them. Yeah, so some of these are, I think they're just not supposed to respond. Like I said, I feel like this is the... It's like Borg, right? Like regenerating in certain chambers or whatever and just like not responding because they're totally drones. And they're just not online. So I think that's the point of these chambers. It's supposed to scare you a bit, but like, I don't know which ones are active. Get them before they get me, though. Fuck them all. Kill all cyborgs. God, I'm trying to use Wazda again. Do a pacifist run. It's possible, as far as I understand it. I think it's kind of possible. Like, you can just not kill things in a way. Like, you've got, like, tranquilizer darts. You could probably do somewhat pacifist. I don't know if you could do 100%, but... Shit, fuck. Ow. Whew. I should remember where I found that spark stone.
You
that
are not welcomed here. Remove yourself.
That's great. God, that's good. It's one of those things that's a little hard to... Oh, there was something else shooting me again. Yeah, knowing where things are hitting you. Certainly an issue. Oh, fuck. That's not what I meant to do. Berserk! Oh, God! Oh, that sucks! Oh, that sucks! Oh, that sucks so bad! Oh, God! Oh! Oh! That was a choice. I see. God, this is one of those games that I should probably get my wife to play the, like, I should get Tanya to play the remake of this. Because she loved Prey. Like, loved Prey, which is kind of the modern equivalent of these games, right? Like, the most modern one. She really liked BioShock. She really liked Prey. She loves those games. She's really into these Sims, so she would absolutely love this. Pallet cycling, baby. Yeah, right, Narian? God, that was a little rough. There's certain things that I don't agree with for choices, even for the day. Like, that's not good. That's really not good. Yeah, no. I know, yes, 2023 is the System Shock remaster. Yeah. I wanted to see if Stamina Up would have done any wild bullshit like that. But I think for now, we've done a good, like, 3 hours of this. I think pretty soon we might call it. Although... shit. Let's see what's on this. Okay. Oh no. I'm like, I know, I need to run and jump. Oh, well, okay. Hold up. I've heard good things about it, but I don't know from a personal standpoint. Because was that a Night Dive Studios? Ooh. Platform, baby. Oh, fatigue. Okay. So fatigue levels high. Oh my god. Okay, hold up. What the fuck does that mean? The biomonitor displays readouts for your fatigue, energy use, and vital signs. Red line registers heart rate and relative fatigue, physical weariness. Blue line represents energy usage drawn by blastward and hardware items. Purple line is the chi brainwave, which measures synaptic response times. Yellow line is biocontaminant exposure. Dark blue line is radiation exposure. I'm guessing that I need the stamina up. Fatigue. If you run too long, you get fatigued. When you're tired, your cursor won't stay in the sprint region. You find it difficult to climb or maintain top speed. If you're very fatigued, you'll see warning fatigue levels high to check fatigue. To reduce fatigue, slow down or stop moving for a few seconds. Okay, that's just slow down. I didn't think I was still going that fast, but fair enough. Speaking of biocontaminants, turbo motion booster system, hell yeah. Boost my motion. Ow. Boost it. I'm assuming that's what it says it does? Like, do I just go faster?
Enter that room, insect, and it will become your prey.
God, that's such a great voice. Like, even now, that is a fantastic voice. It's so classic. Like, that's one of the things that I will say. We were talking about, like, oh, you know, without Shodan, you don't get GLaDOS or whatever. I don't think that that's exactly the case. 1 second, I just got to turn on the light. But I will say that, like, the distorted, like, multiple voices hacked together kind of thing is something that I don't know if Shodan was the first, but definitely one of the best to ever do it. Having never played these games, I've heard so much Shodan that it's still, like, just incredibly iconic. Alright, alright. Looking good. It's not my grave yet. Ow. Okay, so those explode. Gotcha. Oh?
Welcome. Who are you? The computer nodes can be repaired, but you... Who are you? My cameras and probes scan your body, but you do not
match any employee file.
When my cyborgs bring you to an electrified interrogation bench, I will have your secret. And you will learn more about pain than you ever wanted to know.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I was a little close. Gotcha, gotcha, I see. Man, she's gonna teach us a lesson all about pain. Sometimes you just need to learn. I sure learned. Oh god, I just looked at our little sprite of the lean. Oh, that lean's good. Oh, that's good. There's a lot of things going on that are nice. But it does end up being a little... It ends up being a little too much sometimes, we'll say again. Okay. So... Cannot save when holding a grenade. That's... You know what? That's fair. It wasn't the grenade that killed me that time. Did a lot of damage to me, but it didn't kill me. Very different. God, how do I throw it in there without getting my ass kicked immediately? How do you use a fragmentation grenade in a small space? Chat, help me with this. Some motherfucker's shooting me from over there. Oh, hi. Wow, that, oh! I see! Do they just keep spawning? I wonder. Ow. Okay, hold up, hold up. Yeah. Who am I?
Who
Who are you? The computer nodes can be repaired, but you... Who are you? My cameras and probes scan your body, but you do not match any employee file. When my cyborgs bring you to an electrified interrogation bench, I will...
Okay. You know what? Shit. Nope. Shut up, Shodan. Ow. If I could loot these bodies. Fucking... God damn it, there's still more. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's say that here... There are so many of these. Alright, y'all ready for some real bad eyes? Because we're gonna have some real bad eyes for a second. Nope. Okay. That plan, maybe not the best. Try one more time. Yeah. Nope. That's not. This is not gonna do it. Nope. 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 It seems like it might be the last one, but how the fuck do I solve that? Like, I need to be able to get to a body. To reload. But that's, Oh! 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 I've got a dark on, ho ho ho.
Don't forget to Joker.
Should I have used the actual gun on them? Surely not.
Who are you? The computer nodes can be repaired, but you... Who are you? My cameras and probes scan your body, but you do not match any employee file. When my cyborgs bring you to an electrified interrogation bench, I will have your secrets. And you will learn more about pain than you
ever wanted.
You played System Shock, we never heard about playing System Shock. How does it compare? I've never played 2 either. Good question from YouTube. Sorry, it's hard for me to pay attention to YouTube sometimes. I always forget to look. Because I normally stream on Twitch, and the YouTube stuff I do as VODs. But I also stream it live because you're allowed to do that. And holy fucking shit, fuck. Oh, they chased me that time. Huh. Neat. Sorry, that was like 10 minutes ago. I apologize. But yeah, I've never played System Shock 2 to compare. I imagine that, like, System Shock 2 just controls better. It's just smoother. It came out at a later point where there would have been a lot more standardization to controls.
Who are you?
But, like,
The computer notes
this
can be
doesn't control
repaired,
the
but
worst.
Who are you?
Far from it.
My cameras and probes scan your body, but you...
Yeah, like, wildly enough. He really is not joking that, like, you go into this room and you are going to have to fucking fight your goddamn way out. Holy shit. Just, is there something up on this side? Yep. I don't have enough health. These games definitely want you to be smart about how you move around. Oh, fuck. There's another one on the other side, I guess. Wow. Yeah, these games are notoriously pretty hard. But it's because they're not technically... Like, they look like a shooter, right? But it's not actually a shooter. That's one of the big tricks to this. Is that this is... It's like BioShock or something. BioShock is way too much of a shooter. But it's a little bit more of... Which is why I haven't been, like... That's why I haven't been firing my gun constantly. I've been trying to use the pipe, because it's kind of like survival horror. You're going to run out of tools. You're going to need to, like, be very creative with how you deal with encounters and stuff. God damn, because it's not going to let you just get away with everything. Yeah, it's trying to be survival horror before survival horror really existed. Kind of. In that vein, in any case. And immediately use that. Like, you're meant to just sit here and, like, very slowly lean around every corner. Yeah, like, Resident Evil was, you know, like, these games were starting to come around, but, oh, fuck. It's certainly different than a Resident Evil, but it's got some similarities to that kind of survival horror. They definitely handle very different, and they do a lot of, like, very different design choices. But the idea of everything is terrifying and anything can kill you at any moment, pay very close attention and go slow, is core to the concept, right? This is not a game where you run through and just bash things to death and have, like, you know, you're not ripping and tearing. It's not a rip and tear. God, the actual Ninja Star. Yeah, more Alone in the Dark is more like modern survival horror, but these immersive sims definitely had like some design elements in line with it, right? Like mostly in you've got to be careful and death lurks everywhere. They handle it in different ways than what like a traditional survival horror does. But the core concept, in a way, or like that theme of having to like reserve your ammo, find interesting ways to kill things, like all that kind of stuff, like slowly getting whittled down, that every enemy is kind of a problem. That thing is certainly something that stays true. Like, stealthing around things is a really good idea. You don't have to fight everything. Maybe not so much in this one. Like, this one is different. But my understanding of System Shock 2 is a little bit more like that, right? First aid kit. Hello. Hot damn. Pipe 'em. Who are you? My systems scan you, but don't know you. Good shit. Good shit. What is battery pack? That'd be nice, but I kind of want to go this way. And since I missed where we picked up that spark the first time that we played, and then didn't save. And a gun that actually uses battery would be really nice, but I don't have it, so I don't really need it. I don't really need the battery pack that badly. That is not helping. close. Oh, what do I have to do? Is this just a brute force thing? Definitely not that. We're so close. What are we missing here? What have we not tried? Huh. Alien objects, key pies, wire access panels. Selecting two pins in the same column moves the iron in the first. Panel's threshold indicators thicken in line and indisplay. The current intensifies and changes the length of the indicator. When the bar extends beyond the threshold score, you have successfully rewired the panel. The higher the puzzle setting, the higher the threshold score. Yeah, it's just brute force guess it. But like everywhere we seem to put this one. What am I missing here? I feel like I've tried pretty much any configuration we can think of. And this is the best that we've gotten. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, it has now been more time than I meant to. I need to make supper for my lovely wife, who's, I'm sure, very hungry, and I need to eat myself. And it's been over 3 hours. So I'm going to leave it here. We're going to talk about the game a little bit. And think about where to rank it. Because that's the important thing. Where does this end up in my heart? Where do we put this? It controls a lot better than you'd think, but still has a lot of jank. It's... obviously very ambitious, and comes with the downsides of being ambitious. The biggest ones that I've seen are the cyberspace sequences, and like the cyberspace stuff was bad. Some of the puzzles are Like, just brute forcing that grid access is pretty medium, to put it lightly. But, like, the lighting, the interactability of the environment, all that kind of stuff is wild. That's so cool. There's a lot of really, really good stuff going on there. Like, truly some of the best. There is info, that's true. There is hidden info around the ship. That's true. There is some of that. Like, we get, like, the codes and stuff. Like, some of that might have the wire puzzle kind of stuff inside of it. Everyone loves a pipe dream. I'll admit, I like Pipe Dream is a fucking rad game. Who doesn't like Pipe Dream? You can't tell me you don't like Pipe Dream. I won't believe you. Shodan voice, incredible. Fantastic. Like, honestly, even like the pixelated character head models and stuff is really, really good. Like, that stuff's fantastic. We're talking about, like, people were saying, oh, well, it controls like hot ass, is a lot of what people were saying. But when you look at, like, I'm trying to think of exactly the dates of some of these other games. Like, Alone in the Dark was 2 years earlier, which, you know, okay, fair enough. But Alone in the Dark, that does handle like hot ass. Yeah, it's been a long since you played them, but you remember liking 2 a lot more. Because it would have been more modernized, right? There's definitely, like, it takes a bit of getting used to it not being WASDA, but it's really close to WASDA. You saw how I kind of picked up on it by the end. Like, it's okay. You shift down just a little bit, which is, it's awkward, but it's not bad. If you could rebind, it'd control really, really well in a lot of ways. But, like, other ones that I was thinking of is, like, the Terminator games from Bethesda. Like, those were later even, some of them. Like, and they had the same kind of go into a dungeon and then, like, lurk around and find stuff in a way. So some of that gameplay feels a little bit like this, and it is nowhere near the level. Like, you want to talk about janky, hard-to-jump garbage? That's what you're looking at. It's... okay, maybe not full garbage, but it's nowhere near as good. That's some janky shit. And that's around the same times. Like, for the Terminator Rampage, and... God, there was a couple other ones we did. Was the Terminator Rampage the last one? This might have been the last one. Yeah, it looks like it was. And they were so much worse for that. No, WASDA was not the standard back then. No, not at all. No. WASDA hadn't been made standard yet at all. Yeah, oh, it absolutely was not, yes. In fact, like, when you look at Doom didn't use WASDA at all. It used arrows. Like, Doom controls fine even today. I will argue that that's why Doom is this high. Is because Doom, like, it doesn't use WASDA, but if you just, like, don't consider the mouse and just use it as keyboard only, it controls so goddamn well. Yeah, it's contemporary to Doom, which used arrows to move, modifier to strafe, control to fire, exactly. Yeah. And it's really, really close to WASDA, because it has Q and E to lean. Like, Q and E are your leans. Z and C are your, strafe to the sides. That type of thing makes perfect sense. That's actually really close. The big thing is that it's, instead of W forward, S backwards, it's one down. It's S forwards, X backwards. And they should have shifted that. If they had shifted that, it would feel modern in a lot of ways. So, like, they were actually really close. And you've got to wonder how much of them doing it, like with the Q and E to leans and stuff, influenced a lot of it becoming the standard. Honestly, with how big of a thing this is. And there's some UI problems, but like honestly, most of those are pretty pretty mild too. Like it definitely feels like you shouldn't have to be double clicking certain things. You should just click and then drag, and that could have been done even at the time. Having to do extra clicks a lot of times is a little awkward, but it's just like, these are minor. There's a lot of real minor changes that I would make to this to update the controls. A lot of it, like, you saw, by the end of it, it was really starting to click. I was going pretty smoothly through things. And yeah, it's still clunky in a way, but I think that's almost by design, right? You're not trying to run through this game fast. Some of the clunkiness is almost, it's a good thing for you, because you don't want to be feeling like you should be running around like it's Doom. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be going fast. Yeah, like you want to be doing the leaning and everything. Things like that are the stuff that you want to do. It slowing you down is in its favor because it's basically teaching you cannot run into a room full of robots. You will die. You will die fast. It will absolutely murder you. You are not Doom Guy. You will in fact die. You will get wrecked so goddamn fast if you play this like an actual shooter, because it's not. And so it's really teaching you, like, no, lean, strafe around things, go down low and, like, crawl around a corner, like, do that kind of thing and figure out how to, like, sneak around stuff. Yes, mission level 3 has a time limit, yeah. We looked at that originally. There's a lot of, like, you can turn plot off entirely, which I almost need to look at that. That's a wild concept. But there's a timed plot, there's a, like, which we didn't do. There's a just no mission plot, like no plot at all mission level, which is weird. There's a bunch of stuff like that. And as far as coming back to it, I'd love to. But also, I'd love to come back to finish Magic Carpet. I want to go and finish more, like, I want to finish Mech Warrior 2 Mercenaries. I want to finish Wasteland. Wasteland was incredible. It's so cool. I want to finish, like, you know, God, just so many of these games. I need to go back. I need to finish Tyrion 2000. I need to play more Tyrion 2000. Like, there's a lot of games that we need to do. We have more HOMM 2 campaign. Exactly. There's some real good ones. There's some really fucked up good games that we need to finish playing. But it is up there, and I'd really like to play more of this. And you can just feel all of the DNA in this instantly for all of, like, the immersive sim genre. How much this is just the progenitor of that entire thing. It's not NetHack. It's not in my heart. It's not Mech Warrior 2. In my heart. People get the, like, that chill of the Shodan voice. I get the chill from, like, weapons online, systems online, all systems non, like that. Oh, that, yeah, that's for me. That's mine. But this is up there. This is really up there. Like, I'm gonna say it right now. Betrayal at Krondor is a really unique, very interesting, cool RPG. This is better than Betrayal at Krondor. Is it better than Dark Forces? Dark Forces is Doom improved. And it's only lower than Doom because of some level design and because it's copying Doom so hard. Might be better than Wing Commander. I really like Wing Commander's like visuals and style and everything. But this has that. This has that in spades. There's so few games that have, at this time, like the story points coming out in the way that they are, that you're like smashing screens, that Shodan is reacting to things that you're doing in the game. I mean, like, it's scripted, but even scripted stuff, not like just taking you out to say things and like have a wall of text or something, is huge for the time. I'm searching my heart. I'm searching my heart, and my heart says that this is a top 10 game for sure. And I think it just goes a little below Maniac Mansion. What a goddamn masterpiece. What a great game. Holy shit. Yeah, this is maybe not the origin of the audio log FPS format, but like, if it's not, it's, yeah, it kind of feels like it has to be. It's why I didn't realize that they're just audio logs. I was like, oh my god, that it even has that is weird. And nowadays that's kind of tired, but back then that is transformational. Right? Like, absolutely. Tyrion 2000 is a solid shmup. Tyrion 2000 is not a solid shmup. Tyrion 2000, if you look, is the shmup. So far. Maybe there's something that'll be higher than it. But if you're talking about, like, scrolling 2D shmups, it is the shmup. It's just it. That is it. This is the one. This thing is... It slaps so hard. Tyrion 2000... If you are a fan of shmups like I am, this game is wild. It's so good. People always talk about... because everybody did shareware games, everybody always talks about... Where is it? Raptor, Call of the Shadows. And it's a great game. It's a great game. But, like, right now... This is, look at how much higher it is. It is sick as fuck. It's so good. Tyrion 2000 is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely stunning game. I really liked Tyrion 2000. I mean, I really liked Raptor Call of the Shadows. The thing is that people, you might look at this and go, oh, well, I mean, Raptor's at 55. Like, how good can it be? Pretty fucking good, actually. You might notice, there's some good DOS games. There's some really foundational, very, very, very good DOS games. There's some real great stuff in here. And we found some absolute gems. Highly recommend Commander Blood if you want to find something real wild. Or Rocky's Boots as a puzzle game. MechWarrior 2 was your intro to mechs. As it was many. The many mech-curious people had an awakening. There's just a lot of fucking DOS games as part of it. But thank you so much for recommending I check out System Shock. Thank you again to Walking Sponge for that. Really, really high-end game for sure. God, it's so good. Damn, it's so good. That's a lot of fun. I was having trouble quitting, but I need to get going. So thank you for being here. I am going to host you over to somebody else, so don't go away. And we'll be back with more DOScider next Monday. And we'll try and do this most every Monday. I am going to be gone fairly soon. I'm going to have 2 weeks of vacation from the 22nd and on. So we'll miss a couple of Mondays in there, but we'll be back soon. And I will keep you all updated from the Discord. If you like the stream, those follows mean a lot. You know, check out the podcast. Thanks again to AV Answer for that big raid earlier, too. I gave a shout out earlier, but if I didn't, you should definitely check out AV Answer. And of course, you can always check out all of the DOS games and where I rank them and why on the VOD playlist. And you can see our NeoCities webpage that's still under construction with a list of every game that we've played. So if you're a sub or a patron, you know what you can request, because you get a request a month, and I will try and play those. Well, I mean, I will play them eventually, for sure. But I'll try and play them as soon as I can in that month. And rank it on the list. So we've been slowly going through all those. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful night. I'm going to host you over to somebody else, so don't go away.